Welcome back to Let's Play Capo 2. It has been quite some time. When I, trolled Yume and, Otome here? It's just freaking, a month ago, and I was like, I'll probably record the next part some point in October. But no, I didn't. It was on and off with, recording for October, particularly for Project Zero 3. There were bits and pieces editing-wise for that. It was just a pain in the ass. And the Sleeping Priestess remix that I did, and it was just like, god damn it, it's I think the 20th or 29th or the 30th when I actually recorded it. It was like, man, Halloween's right around the corner and I haven't even recorded it. So I was like, most part I was lazing around throughout October. It's like, once I'd done all the recording, it was like, I can't be arsed. Did a bit of recording for Persona 4, a bit of recording for The Sims 2, absolutely no recording for Pokemon Emerald, because there's only really one part I gotta record for, and I can't even be asked to do that. And I didn't actually get around to recording for this at all. It's November the 1st now, but it is only 10 to 7 in the morning, odd time to record. And Halloween, I literally slept through most of it, honestly. I woke up maybe late evening and I was just so disoriented, had vivid nightmares, which was kind of fitting since it's Halloween and all that, but they weren't pleasant. I think there was I don't know what it was, what purpose was, but I think Hitler was in the dream and a Spinosaurus for some reason. He was very unusual and fucking terrifying with the Spinosaurus. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Mindfuck, man. And then I woke up and I was like, so is anyone here doing anything for Halloween? And nope, it was pretty boring. It's like, well, that's that, I suppose. How was your Halloween? I haven't been asleep because, well, I woke up in the evening, so obviously me being awake in the early hours of the morning isn't really surprising after that. But anyway, Yume, I've missed your glaring eyes. They're so pleasant and all. Let's get this show on the road. If I recall, it was shopping that I'd been like, ha ha ha, we will do this in November. And I was right, because it technically is November when we get back to this, not just upload-wise. Oh, it certainly wasn't quick. It was a month delay. As soon as they had left the room, I started changing my clothes. Wouldn't it have been an even bigger screw you to them if I waited for them to complete all those lines before going, okay, cliffhanger, I'll see you in November. Be quick, my ass. As soon as they left the room, I started changing my clothes. Oh man. Sure.
楽しみね。頼りにしてるぞ、荷物持ちくん。
Well, I'm certainly not. Man, if someone was just well, obviously, it'd be kind of strange, it's not even 7 in the morning, imagine someone coming up to you at that point in time, just hey, wanna go, shopping? And just what? Fuck you. I've since I woke up, I haven't really felt like I woke up, if that makes any sense. I'm just half asleep for most of it. It's It's uploaded, and I was half asleep while uploading, and then I was playing Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which I bought not too long ago. I was playing that, and it's man, the Wiimote is really slow. Man, what's up with that? Because it has to have that motion thing on there, and so it's just I don't understand it really. It felt like the controls were a bit more awkward than the Twilight Princess one. Or maybe it's just because it's been so long, but anyway, I was playing that. Then the batteries ran out, and I was and after maybe literally an hour or two, it's I'm bored. Let's get batteries for that. And so I did, and I freaking felt like I dislocated my arm because I had to reach under my mother's bed to get this box that had all the batteries in, and my arm just went, ow, fuck. Luckily, it's like the pain's gone now, but seriously, that fucking stang, man. But anyway, right, you guys just shop till you drop.
じゃ、出発
You'll be the one dropping, man. They're probably gonna hand you all the bags. I've missed this music. You sure could tell that it was New Year's down at the shopping district. As I saw all the people passing by, I couldn't help but wonder why they all decided to go shopping right at the end of the month. So, what are you going to buy?
特に決めてないけど。ね、お姉ちゃん。
For some reason, they smiled as they nodded at each other. So, they're going shopping, but they don't know what they're going to get. I never understand that kind of shopping. I mean, that's technically what happened to me when I got Skyward Sword. I wasn't even intended on buying anything. I went to the music shop, got a guitar strap, that was it. That was the only thing I planned on buying. Then wandered around, just went into game and noticed that Skyward Sword and was like, oh, it's on the Wii, is it? I thought it was the Wii U or something because I couldn't remember. I never played that one. It's like, pre-owned for freaking 15 quid. Jesus Christ. And I don't have that amount of money on me, so about literally a week later I went back and got it. Because why the hell not? What do you mean?
今日はね、弟くんに目いっぱい付き合ってもらおうって決めてたから、目的は特に設定してないの。
Are you going for some never-ending shopping or what?
いいから、年末年始は何かと物入りなんだよ。だから思いついた端から買ってくつもり。覚悟しといてね、兄さん。
Translation until you have no money left, correct? I will never understand this kind of shopping. Seriously. I feel exhausted. No, this is way beyond tired. How about this? How about that? They kept going on like that and even went to the same store several times, each time popping out with more bags for me to carry. Oh, the horror. You always hear guys joking about that. It's going with their girlfriend shopping. It's and they go on, and I'm just sat there, just I don't know what to do, man. And they're just what do you think about this one? This one, I don't know. And then they just start handing you bags, just oh, Jesus Christ, can I just really go home? I've had, not to the same extent, but I've had similar situations. With my ex, I remember, she liked shoes. And she'd be like, look at that, isn't that good? Isn't that nice? Isn't that awesome? And I'm just it's shoes. I've got nothing to really comment on them. It's just going from one place to another. Then there's my sister when going shopping. Whenever she see a clothes shop, I remember she'd be turn to you, ooh, and I just keep looking forward. You're not going in that shop because we'll be in there for freaking ever. You know? Rather than New Year's shopping, this was more like apology present shopping, bag carrying sponsored by me, and they even made me buy some accessories for them. Even if I make it through the ski trip, I'm going to be completely broke just in time for the new year to start.
何言ってるの？楽しんでくるんだから、そのくらいいいじゃない。
Yume puffed up her cheeks as she said that. Yume, are you still angry about that?
当たり前。
I forgot what that is. It's been a month.
まあ、これで荷物を家まで運んでもらったら、すべて終了なんだから、元気出して。
Oh, right, I still have to carry all this stuff home. Suddenly, I felt even more depressed. I'm so hungry, I've got to hurry up with this stuff.
頑張って、弟くん。それにしても、お正月に兄さんがいないなんてね。
I already said I was sorry about that. Ah, yeah, that wasn't it.
じゃなくてね、なんか不思議だなって思って。弟くんがゴロゴロしてるから ゆめちゃんも安心してゴロゴロできるんだもんね。もうお姉ちゃんってば意地悪言わないでよ。確かに兄さんよりはマシって思えば安心してダラダラと寝正月を過ごせるけどさ。
Hey, you.
弟くんがいないならあの話断っちゃおうかな。あの話って？ちょっとお友達にね、お正月に一緒にアルバイトをしないかって誘われてたんだけどね。そうなの？弟くんがいないと家がゆめちゃんだけになっちゃうでしょ。
What about Junichi-san? What about Lagi-san?
今朝から可愛い孫たちを置いて温泉旅行。ああ、いい気なもんだよね。おじいちゃんも兄さんも。
So, is there like similarities in personality or what? No point in talking back at her.
さくらさんは忙しい人だからお正月も返上で出勤すること多いでしょ。
I remember seeing a comment on one of the earlier parts stating that pretty much when it comes to the Dark Capo series, it's better to play the first one first because then you kind of get an idea of what these characters they're referencing and referring to are. Like, Sakura is from the original, I think. And I think there were two other characters that... I don't know, I've seen characters that look very similar to these two. So they just like... I don't know. From what I can tell though, it sounds like it's a pretty confusing series, and my dad just closed the door. And when he closes the door, you see he kind of... Well, he doesn't just slam like... It's just when it goes... The reason I'm pointing this out is, when that happens, my door just magically opens, because it's just... Anything could open it. A door closing will open the door. A window with a breeze, the door opens. You get the idea, so a moment. Yeah, most likely.
そうなるとゆめちゃん一人ぼっちになっちゃう。いいですよ。一人で寂しくゴロゴロしてますから。決めた。アルバイトの話断っちゃう。いいの？お友達の頼みなんでしょ？大丈夫大丈夫。ただの付き合いだったから。理由を言えば分かってくれるよ。二人で初詣に行こうね。ごめんねお姉ちゃん。
What kind of part-time work were you gonna do?
それは秘密です。
Otome smiled broadly as she said that. You know, when she originally brought this up, I was just thinking, it's just like, when people say something and then don't explain it, and you're just like, what? And she does it anyway. A little while later, we stopped at a coffee shop for a snack.
そろそろ出ようか。そうだね。兄さんも旅行の準備があるだろうし。
Wow, I guess they're finally going to release me.
あ、そうそう。
Huh?
ここのお勘定も兄さんお願いね。
Wheezing.
わあ、よく頑張りました。
Now you'll have no money for the ski trip. Once I promise something, I will never back down. That's one of my good qualities.
お疲れ様。
Will you finally forgive me now? Honestly, I didn't really have any say in going on that trip. I really didn't forget about you two or anything.
それは分かってる。
I'm glad you understand well, then I'm going home.
来年はみんな一緒に年越そうね。
I smiled and nodded at her. You shouldn't plan that far ahead, though.
じゃあ弟くんまたね。良いお年を。
Same to you guys. I waved goodbye to them and left the Asakura household. No, it's just one letter change and it would be Amakura. I don't know why I thought that randomly. Well then, those of you who don't pay attention to like the Project Zero LPs or anything like that probably just like, what the hell are you talking about? Even so, you'd probably still be like, I don't know. As I said, I'm still a bit like, not fully awake. Nothing has just been able to wake me up properly today. Well, it's not surprising. Welcome to the freaking evening. I was hoping to get the stuff I needed for the trip during the... Wait, what? During our shopping earlier. Shouldn't I just say during our shopping earlier? Get it together, translator, but I didn't really have a chance. Seems like I'll have to hightail it back to the shopping district. Not like I have much choice, huh? I picked up my phone and proceeded to call Suginabe. Click.
もしもし、杉並だが。
Suganami, where are you right now?
現在、多忙のため、この回線に接続するためには、内閣総理大臣の許可が必要となっている。繰り返す。現在、多忙のため。
His voicemail? Well, that's an interesting voicemail. Annoyed, I hung up. You know, one like voicemail you could have that just freak the crap out of people is just like once they call and it goes time to like boop 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 7 days. Just like what the fuck? I'd really like some company, but I guess calling Suganami was a horrible mistake. Maybe I should just call someone else who's going on the trip. But who? Maybe I should call Amikaze. Why is it only the choice between them? They're not the only two on this trip. It's like, how about Akane? No, she doesn't have a route, so screw her. And there was also Watari. It's like, well, he obviously hasn't got a route, so screw him. So it's only the two that you can potentially get the route for. So Amikaze it is, since that's the route we're going for. Alright, I guess I'll call Amikaze. Wait. Akaze? Did the translation just screw up her name again? That hesitation, I dialed Amikaze's mobile number. Hey Amikaze, did you finish preparing for the ski trip? Yet?
なんだそんなことか。もちろんだ。準備に抜かりはない。みなつは常に万全を期しているからな。
And I always get a message on Facebook while recording. A moment. Alright, I'm back.
桜井はまだなのか？だらしないな。これだから人間というやつは。
Hey, come on, you guys didn't tell me about the ski trip until yesterday. Which was a month ago. So anyway, I figured I'd go buy all the stuff I need for tomorrow, and I was wondering if you were free to tag along. So, you've got time, right? I mean, since you're already done. Okay, so tag along then. Alright, it's decided. You're just imagining things. I'll see you at the shopping district. You just don't want to go by yourself, do you? After slightly pushing her into coming along with me, I hung up. Well, I didn't really want to complain to her or anything. I just wanted to vent my anger a bit while hanging out with someone. Even if it's not actually a real person. Well, even if she wasn't a robot, she's not technically a real person, she's fictional. I managed to drag my exhausted body to the shopping district, and Amikaze was already there. You know, saying that is like not even a real person, even if she was a real human being in-game. She's definitely not real because she's a fictional character, and then someone would be like, she's real to me, damn it! Yeah, I'm sorry, I did try to hurry over, but I'm pretty exhausted. Not really, I'm just tired from spending all morning with Otome and Yume. It's a rather exhausting story.
おかげで全然明日の準備が進んでいないと、そういうわけだな。
That's perfectly right, actually.
やれやれ、仕方がないやつだな、貴様は。そんなことでいちいち呼び出される方の身にもなってみろ。
I know, man. I should have, waited till later on today once I've, had some more sleep. Because I haven't really... Like I've stated, I just don't feel completely awake. I feel awake but kind of drowsy, I guess. Just kind of like... Not like awfully half asleep or anything, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like how... I can't remember what part of the Project 03 LP it was. It was one part where my commentary was noticeably a bit different, because I was a bit tired while recording. That's pretty much essentially how it is now. Hey, don't be like that, I just wanted to see your face to lift my spirits a bit. Namikaze opened her eyes really wide and just stared at me.
それはどういう
And now you're the only one I can vent my frustration to. As I had said that, I let a chop land on Namikaze's head. Okay, let's go, follow me. What the hell?
いきなりチョップだなんて卑怯だぞ。
Just I just wanted to see your face. Just oh, that's good. Okay, now I can vent my anger on. Come on, let's go.
で、何を買うんだ？
You just...
スキーウェアか？
You didn't even counterattack? Nope, I've already got that.
そうか。じゃあ、板か？板
I
を買うのか？
doubt he would do the same thing if he was Anzu, though. Nope, no point in buying a pair. I'll just rent some when we get there.
では、桜井は何を買いたいんだ？
Just some necessities, you know, like a toothbrush and a towel or two.
なんだ、そんなものか。
And Namikaze, for a human, they are pretty important things, you know.
そうかもしれぬが、そんなものは極端な話、現地で用意することだって可能ではないか。
Well, maybe, but I enjoyed preparing for stuff like this.
はいはい。
Imagine it's like, I'm preparing stuff for it, and they have to get on a plane to go there, and just as they're passing through security, beep, 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 just what? No liquids allowed. It's oh, fuck, I just want to drink some water on the plane. No. You can buy water at quite a bit of a expensive price while on the plane. I've done that before, actually. I was on the plane and I was feeling quite anxious because I remember someone the plane just was about to start, take off, back up, and then it suddenly stopped. And someone came on and they were fixing something, and I was just oh god. As soon as flight takes off and they go past got anything, trolley, blah, and all that. I was just I just need some fucking water, something to freaking just cool me down. Because I was just no. But everything turned out alright in the end. But still, that's not the type of thing you'd want to see. We started heading for a nearby store, but Namikaze suddenly stopped dead in her tracks. Huh? What's up? Namikaze had glued herself to a certain shop window. Euro Expedition. Namikaze. And behind that window, a Mew was on display. Namikaze bit her lip while staring at the Mew on display. I'll be back. Thank you for your patronage. A strong man exited the shop carrying a large paper package under his arm. He had probably bought some optional parts for his Mew. As the man left, the employee bid him farewell. Namikaze said nothing and just stared at him. They were both robots, but unlike the Mew, Amikaze was capable of having feelings of her own. Do I detect a bit of anger in her eyes?
なあ、桜井。
I wondered for how long she had been silent, but Amikaze finally spoke up. Yeah?
桜井にとってみなつはどういう存在だ？
She asked me that frankly, and it felt a bit like having your daughter ask you some really basic question. I hesitated for a bit, but then I told her exactly how it was. As a friend, probably. I mean, sure, I was a bit confused at first when I found out that she was a robot. But now Amikaze is one of my dear friends that you tend to troll. She's kind of like Ayu in a way. Like, right at the end of her route in Kana, I think she also had like some hat that's similar to this as well. And it's like the type of character that the protagonist always trolls in some way. Always teasing. I'm definitely proud of her.
友達。友達。
Amikaze kept repeating that word over and over, like she was trying to process it.
機械でも友達と言えるか？
Well, of course. Have you not seen the current generation? I mean, they're just like... Dude, like... I don't know. Just like, I love my computer. It's the best thing ever, except when it crashes, then I want to fucking toss it across the room! We have quite an odd relationship.
では、
Amikaze looked over at the shop window.
ここに展示されている娘たちはどうなんだ？どういう存在だ？
That's...
友達とは呼べないだろう。だが、みなつとこの者たちとは本質的には何も変わらない。
I looked at the mirrors in the shop. They looked like humans, but they had beautiful faces. You saying humans have ugly faces then, or what? Because they weren't part on, the eyes were closed, and around them various optional parts were on display. I can't call them humans, and I can't call them my friends. I just couldn't figure out how to reply to her. Amikaze looked over at me for a second, and then her eyes shifted back to the muse.
悪い、桜井。みなつは今日はもう帰る。
Hey, wait up!
買い物に付き合えなくてすまない。だが、そんな気分ではないのだ。
Amikaze, wait! We're meeting up tomorrow at 5, don't forget.
わかっている。気を使わなくても大丈夫。明日にはこの気分も吹っ飛んでいるはずだから。
Okay.
じゃ、またな。
With heavy steps, Amikaze started walking away. I suppose I'd be a bit of an oddball, like he just like, well, they're robots at the end of the day. But me, I'm just like, I'm kind of odd. Just like inanimate objects, I like you see like someone like break an inanimate object, like, if I break an inanimate object, it's like, oh god, what have I done? I'm just like, I don't know, man, it's kind of weird. I got out of the bath, finished my last-minute preparations for the trip, and went to lie down on my bed. You know, this is pretty common, I suppose, example. You know, like, you'll get some guitarists that smash up the guitar, it's like, yeah, rock and roll! And like, me and various other guitarists would just look at that, and be like, the horror, and that music would play, like, and all that, just like, but other guitarists might be like, yeah, rock and roll, but then there are guitarists like me that'd be like, what are you doing to that fucking guitar, man? What a waste! I kept thinking about the trip itself. Now that I thought about it, it had been a really long time since I last left Hatsune Island. I remembered going on a trip with Junichi-san and Sakura-san long ago, but it was Junichi-san who taught me how to ski too. Huh?
よしゆきくん、いる？
Ah, it's Sakura-san. Yeah, I'm here.
にゃじゃあ入るね。あら、寝てた？
Nope, I was still awake. I was thinking about some stuff.
君が考え事？
Sakura-san had a mischievous little smile on her face as she said that. Yeah, is that so weird?
そんなこと言ってないよ。
It's just that we always assume that you never think at all. In that case, it'd be like the polar opposite of me. I'm constantly thinking. So, what do you want?
ああ、そうそう。よしゆきくんに渡すものがあってね。
Oh, what's that?
よしゆきくん旅行行っちゃうでしょ。だから。
She said that Sakura-san reached into her pocket.
あったあった。これこれ。じゃーん。
As she opened her right hand, I could see that she was holding a necklace. It was a necklace with a tiny pink gem attached to it. A pink sapphire or something.
プレゼント for you.
The way she, said that in English reminds me of Cood for some reason from Little Busters. Really, what am I supposed to do with this thing?
なんていうの？お守りみたいなものだよ。
A lucky charm?
そう。君を守ってくれるお守り。
It was pretty rare for Sakura-san to suddenly give me stuff like this.
いい？これは旅行中、肌身離さず身につけておいてね。
Wait, what? You have to make sure that don't take this off. What? Huh? I need to keep it on for the entire trip?
そう。僕の代わりだと思ってずっとね。今回は僕、一緒についてってあげられないから。
No, I have a similar kind of thing with a necklace. It's actually a St. Christopher necklace. I'm not even really religious or anything, but I just had it randomly for Christmas, and I was just like, it was years ago, and to this day, I'm still wearing it. It's like, I don't know why. I just keep it on at all times. Come on, what are you...
いいから、初音島から出たら、決して外しちゃダメだよ。
Ah, so that's how it is. I suddenly remembered about that. Every time I had left the island, Sakura-san had always been with me. I guess it's because she takes her role as my guardian so seriously. Wait, I guess it's because... Shouldn't I say because she takes her role as my guardian so seriously? Get it together, translators! Don't worry, Sakura-san, I'm not a kid anymore. I'll be fine without Lucky Charm.
約束だよ。絶対外さないで。
Sakura-san looked really serious. Not even when I take a bath?
そう。いついかなる時も。
But why? Sakura-san's eyes went blank for just a moment. She looked so sad. I felt that I really didn't want to make her sad. Okay, I got it. I won't ask why, and I'll definitely never take it off. Does that sound okay? Sakura-san nodded slightly. Should we pinky swear on it? This is definitely remind me of canon now. Come on, that's why I'm sure. That's way I'm sure to not forget about it.
そうだね。
Seriously, it's hard to believe that she's middle-aged. We entwined our pinky fingers to seal the promise. Pinky swear, may the person who doesn't keep the promise swallow 1,000 needles. Couldn't say it in Japanese, so I just kind of went at it my own pace there. There, it's a pinky swear. Sakura-san then shook her arm back and forth until she managed to shake off my pinky finger. Hey, don't be so rough.
楽しい
It'd be awkward with me, honestly. My left hand doesn't even have a pinky finger. As I said before, missing finger on the left hand, but of course I've got it on the right hand, so obviously you just be like, okay, the right one. She wore a big innocent smile showing no sign of how old she supposedly was. She really just like a kid.
約束だよ。
That's one thing like I've said, I've got a very, overthinking mind, and some things, there's one thing that I just think of, is, some people say that people don't really, properly mature till, the age of 25 or something like that, and I'm just like, you know what, I think, a lot of people just generally don't mature past a certain age. It feels like a lot of people stop at some point in their teens. Sure, they'll be a bit wiser and a bit more knowledgeable, but they'll still pretty much act very similar to how they did back then. I mean, you get these people that have jobs in offices, and their co-workers act like freaking high schoolers, and they're supposedly in their 20s or 30s. It's like they don't mature past that stage, or what? So just made me think, is there anyone that truly matures? What does it mean to actually be mature? Very philosophical. But yeah, nice music also. Yeah, I won't forget it.
気をつけて行ってきてね。
I told you I'm not a kid anymore. I said that, so I'll be careful. And added that.
よろしい。
People also say that no matter what age you are, you're always a kid, somewhere in your heart or whatever. You've always got, the kid in you, pretty much. So, you'll just, as an adult, just well, I have to be an adult because I'm an adult and that's what society expects of me. But then, when nobody's looking, they'll be like, no one's looking. Swing, wee, 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 wee. And they're freaking 40 years old or something like that, and as soon as someone's come back, wee. You didn't see that, right? You know? Sakura-san, would you like a souvenir or something?
お土
Yeah.
産変な名前がついたお菓子の詰め合わせがいい。
What?
ほら、スキー場とか行くと必ずあるじゃない。吹雪いて大変だったとか、寒くて疲れたよとか。
What? Terrifying blizzard candy? Deadly tired from the cold caramel?
そういう言い訳がましいやつがいいな。
Simple? Yes?
もちろんおっぱい型のチョコとかでもいいよ。ともかく観光地にしかない変なものがいいな。
Breast-shaped chocolate. I don't really understand, but okay.
お願いね。
Alright. Sakura-san then waved at me as she left the room. Well, now I've learned something a bit new about you, Sakura-san. You are quite odd, but then again, aren't we all? I laid down again and started inspecting the necklace. Honestly, I wonder why Sakura-san would give me something like this. Just looking at it made me feel all warm inside. Or maybe it's just the music. It's just so peaceful. I've got to keep my promise. I guess it might be really bad for me if I forget. I immediately put the necklace around my neck. I don't typically wear things like this, but it doesn't feel weird or anything. Let's have a look in the mirror. I got up and checked myself out. Pink is a pretty girly color, but other than that, it looked pretty good. This thing isn't bad at all. That's another thing. When did society decide that pink was a feminine color and guys wearing it would look a bit odd? That's another thing, isn't it? When was that decided and why? This thing isn't bad at all. After putting it on, I felt like a hint of kindness was emanating from it. Then I looked at the time and it was already 11 p.m. Yeah, this is bad. I've got to get up really early tomorrow. Since we're meeting up at 5, I've got to get up around 4:30. I'm not sure I'll get any decent sleep, but I might as well try. I get into bed and pull the blanket over me. Well, even if I oversleep a little, we're meeting up right outside my house, so someone will probably wake me up. Snore! While thinking about the trip, I slowly drift off to sleep. What? You snore and then slowly drift off into sleep. Doesn't the snore usually come once you're asleep? Or were you just like, if I snore, eventually I'll fall asleep?